India and the US have agreed to start sectoral expert-level discussions under the proposed bilateral trade agreement in the coming weeks. The decision follows 4 days of senior-level negotiations in New Delhi, where both sides discussed enhancing market access, reducing tariff and non-tariff barriers, and strengthening supply chain integration. These virtual discussions are expected to pave the way for an in-person negotiating round to finalize the first tranche of the BTA by fall 2025. Meanwhile, the overall bilateral trade target has been augmented to $500 billion. The meeting follows the visit of Commerce and Industries Minister Piyush Goyal to Washington from March 4th to 6th, during which he met his US Trade Representative Jamieson Greer and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, and subsequent video conference between the two sides. This also comes as US President Donald Trump's tariff threat looms large. Although just a few days back, Trump hailed Prime Minister Modi as a very smart man and a great friend, while emphasizing that tariff talks would work out very well between India and the United States. We are being joined by Dr. Sharat Kohli, senior economist, on the telecast. Dr. Sharat Kohli, thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. In terms of this India-US trade deal talks that we are seeing, it would be a 4-day bilateral discussion. What do you think one can expect from this amid this ongoing tariff war that we have been seeing that has been going on for quite some time?
To the Newsx viewers, I think it is, after all, not turning out to be as bad for India as it's turning out for some of the other countries like Mexico, Canada, China. Persistent deliberations, as you rightly mentioned, between our Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal and our Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Mr. S.J. Shankar, and then subsequent visit of Brendan Lynch from the US Trump administration, I think has helped out in thrashing out an item-by-item discussion negotiations between the two countries that India is willing to accommodate and adjust as far as possible, and so should US be. So I think these meticulous and detailed deliberations have probably helped the cause, and after all, 2nd of April, the big day for reciprocal tariffs to come into effect, may not turn out to be as bad. And President Trump has already indicated that he might go a bit soft on, I don't know which countries. US is going to impose reciprocal tariffs on more than 100 countries starting on 2nd of April. Well, India, at the end of the day, if these deals and these negotiations and these deliberations turn out to be fruitful, I think India may be a net gainer, because what US stands to lose vis-a-vis, or China stands to lose between each other, or what US Mexico, US Canada stand to lose between each other, may fall in the lap of India. So Indian exports may get the boost, and as $500 billion has been set at the target, I think that target may be achieved sooner than later. Although, having said that, we would rather like to wait till 2nd of April to see, because the outcome of these deliberations would only be known. We all know President Trump can be slightly unpredictable at times. He has been calling, he has been appreciating and giving all sorts of good titles to Prime Minister Modi. But then sometimes at the end of the day, he turns out to still go ahead with what he decides. So we'll have to wait and see, although the remarks coming from President Trump are quite encouraging about Prime Minister Modi, that he's a very smart man and he's a very good friend. So I'm sure there has to be some consideration for a very good friend. And if he calls Prime Minister Modi as a smart...
Dr. Sharat Kohli, unfortunately, we have run out of time. Thank you so much for joining us on the telecast.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.